Welcome to another exciting edition of Matters of the Heart with Mr. T. Of course, my name is Mr. T. And we started a discussion with Mr. and Mrs. Osei Gansa. What a wonderful discussion it was. I hope you listened. Fortunately, we are going to continue the conversation with the same couple. There's more interesting discussions to come up. So I have them with me here. Mr. and Mrs. Gansa, please, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Great to have you back.
Great to be here too.
Yes. I mean, I love the two of you. No two ways about it. What a beautiful couple you are. In the last discussion, I personally picked a lot of things. One is the guiding principles that you should have as a couple or in your family. I love what you said. The respect, the understanding. I've forgotten the third one, unless you remind me.
Love was the last one.
Yes, and then you also spoke about truthfulness. So there should be principles in every marriage. I love that part. I love the part also that you don't have to look at people. Look at yourself. Look internally, what you can afford, and live with it. Live your life, like be on your lane kind of thing. Beautiful lesson. And then lastly, I love the fact that the two of you put your resources together on the table. Nothing to hide. Everything on the table. Income declared, expenses, you plan it together. And if you know, when you're dating somebody, you know that I can't plan with this person, please advise yourself. But once you go in, respect the person and work together. These are some of the beautiful lessons I picked. I don't know whether I've missed something and you want to reiterate it.
So you got everything. Basically, if you go into a marriage with the mindset of an individual, it is more likely to fail. And even if it lasts long, it will not be happy. But if you go into marriage with a unit mindset as a couple, that you are joining yourself to this person, you are planning to sleep with this person every day, you are planning to have children with this person, how can a married couple be building separately? Even if you have the money, why and how? It means that there's something that is not working. I understand when I speak to my male colleagues, a lot of them say, oh, I will kojode and see and I say, I understand it's not every woman you trust, but don't marry the woman you don't trust.
That's right.
I'm not saying everybody is perfect. I'm not saying men are perfect. I'm not saying women are perfect. But before you married, you had the chance. And also, let me say it here, I'm the biggest advocate of marriage. I'm also the biggest advocate of divorce.
Really?
Yes. If it is not working, if it's the point where you are drinking yourself to death, it's the point where you are cheating, it's the point where you avoid your home and rather not come home, it's not worth it.
It's not worth it.
If you must be in it, it must be worth it. If not, it's no harm in trying again or no harm in leaving and being at peace with yourself, man or woman. Don't let somebody kill you before you find yourself. That's all.
Talking of divorce, I mean, we are going to have a whole session on divorce. I can assure you of that. I'll bring in divorcees and we'll have a similar conversation so that we look at things from their point of view and also understand what is happening in their world. So good points there.
Yeah.
Madam Mercy.
Yes, sir.
Did I miss something?
No.
Not really.
Yeah.
Now let's get into your family. I want us to look at the family. We narrowed the discussion on the two of you.
Okay.
But of course, marriage is not about two people. Once you start giving birth, it broadens. In fact, it even broadens beyond the children to external family, in-laws and things. I didn't even ask you, how are you able to manage your in-laws? Are they around?
We don't have to manage them. They are excellent. So, me, I hardly talk about my mother-in-law in public, but my mother-in-law is the best mother-in-law in the world.
Wow.
She's a very private person, and so I don't like putting her business outside. But my mother-in-law, from the day I met her till today, I've never had a fight with her. I've never had a problem with her. She pampers me. She adores me. She takes care of me. She respects me. I respect her. So for me, I've been blessed. And this one, she came into my family and stole all my mothers and all my aunties and all my siblings, and she turned my whole family against me.
You.
I cannot go and make a report about my wife in my family.
Nobody will.
They will not even listen to me. So I feel like when we marry, we are, even that in-law title, we stress on it too much, and then people kind of think like your husband's mother is not your mother. She's your mother.
That's true.
Your wife's mother is not your mother-in-law. She's your mother by law, but she's your mother.
Correct.
It is the law that made her your mother, but it's not the law that is important. The important thing is that now you have a mother.
Correct.
Whether you stole her, you adopted her, now she's your mother.
Correct.
And so things that I will not say to my own mother, I won't say to my wife's mother. But things I can say to my mother, I should be able to. We should remove that barrier where I cannot go to my mother-in-law and speak to her like the one who gave birth to me. If we can't do that, there's something wrong.
And there's indeed something wrong. It's easier said from the men's point of view, Mercy, but it's more difficult said from the women's point of view.
It's easier even for her in my family.
As you mentioned,
Normally the women, and I don't know why, sometimes the ladies have issues with their mother-in-laws, and I don't know where they disagree. I don't understand. Yes.
Okay, so this thing has always been about, going into another family, and then most of the time the males you get in contact with are the breadwinners. So they don't want you to steal them from them. So now it's like the money they are giving them, you've come to take up all that. But fortunately for me, I didn't have that.
Okay.
I met mothers who loved me. His biological mother is gone, biological pattern. Most of them are not there, but the aunties and all the rest left behind. Those I met with love, and those who are still present, they all love me. When I get to the family, it's like I'm a part of them. I'm not a stranger. I'm not an in-law.
Did you do something special, or it came naturally from your people?
It's natural. It's natural. They just bond with you, and that's it.
We are blessed with wonderful families.
You guys are wonderful families. I mean, you guys are wonderful families. And when you have supportive in-laws like that, it makes the marriage more beautiful.
Yes.
And that is what we want to encourage every in-law to do. Now to the children. You have kids?
Yes. Two of them, 2 boys.
2 biological and about 15 adopted.
Oh, okay. Why did you laugh?
The number he has put on the adopted, that's why I'm laughing.
Okay.
They are a lot.
Okay. I see. I really, in the first episode, I was wondering, you said you guys have been fighting and you manage yourself immediately after the fighting, you move on. I wanted to find out what has been the biggest challenge of your marriage, or the biggest issue that has caused the biggest fight. And I want to know how you managed it.
Okay, I'll just go.
Right.
The biggest challenge is my stubbornness.
Your stubbornness.
That's basically it. I'm stubborn, and I kind of believe strongly in my opinions. And unfortunately for me, I married someone who also believes strongly in her opinions. And so that is where we clash. We don't clash over things like infidelity or disrespectfulness. No. It's just I have opinions, she has opinions. And so a lot of the time we have to iron it out to get to a common ground. But it's not, when we say we fight, it's not like the fight. What I mean is that
I understand.
because we always look happy, people might tend to think that we've never had disagreements or we don't have quarrels. Maybe fight is not the proper word. We have disagreements. And we settle it because, again, like I said, before I open my mouth, in my head, I always tell myself, Kojo, it is your wife you are talking to.
That's right.
It's the mother of your children you are going to fight with. Be careful what you say. She can't forgive you, but it's going to be difficult to forget. If you came to her, pardon my language, Efrewe Abwa, maybe she'll find a way to get over it and move, but she will never forget it.
True.
And it's going to hurt her. And if you call someone an animal, and then you finish and go and sleep on the same bed with that person, why are you sleeping in the bed with an animal?
That's right.
So for me, I always say, don't hide your feelings. Don't say, I don't want to be difficult. I don't say what you have to say. Let the other person hear you out. Have a conversation about it. Iron it out. Don't let the sun rise on your anger. That's all.
I have learned something. I don't know whether it applies in your marriage. Sometimes for there to be peace in the house, you, the man, you don't have to be stubborn. You said you're a very stubborn cat, but sometimes I've learned that just let things go. Don't even reply to anything. Just be silent. Allow things to move and things to naturalize by themselves.
Well, I don't think so. It helps if sometimes, whether man or woman, sometimes you let things go for later. That is a good approach. There are certain days you can't reason with your wife. There are certain days you can't reason with your husband. If you see that this is that kind of day, leave it for tomorrow. Leave it for when he's in a good mood. Leave it for when she's in a good mood. But I believe that every single issue you have, if you don't iron it out, it will come back next year. It will come back next 5 years. So find a way to deal with it, but be practical about it. Know when to do it. Some days it's just best to keep quiet. It's true. But don't just sweep it under the rug, because the rug will get full one day.
And it will
Under
burst
the rug
out.
will get full and things will come up.
That's right. Madam Mercy,
Yes, sir.
what has been the most challenging period in your family life?
Okay, so dealing with a child with living with disability. One of our sons is autistic,
Okay.
and it's quite challenging, but we are managing.
Tell me the whole story. I'm interested in this because this is something that has broken a lot of homes. So please tell me the whole story, where the problem got to the peak, and then when the turning points happened.
Okay, so I'll start from the pregnancy.
Correct.
I had a normal pregnancy with him, especially. Gave birth, lively, bubbly boy. Everything was going on. His milestones, he was just graduating normally. He worked at 10 months.
Okay.
And then this family, our first son had an issue that we had to go and have a surgery for him. So we left, he the younger one, to attend to the first one. So I think we left it for about 2 weeks. When we returned, we noticed some changes. But, you know, a child growing, some of the things, they stop at a point and then they continue. So we felt, oh, maybe just because we were not present, that is why things had changed. But it kept on. And then now the advice started coming in. Boys don't talk early. Boys withdraw at certain stages. Because the first boy, actually, he didn't talk early. So I thought it was normal. And then no mother will accept that a growing child will have a problem.
Yeah.
So anybody who gives me advice, I go, my God is able.
That's right.
He does things in his own time. So, I mean, he doesn't have any physical problem. And he looks healthy, so there's nothing wrong. So at age 1.5, 2, my uncle drew my attention. My husband started. I said there's nothing wrong with my boy. My uncle drew my attention that it might be something, so we should check. I said, there's nothing wrong. My auntie, she lives in the UK. She came around and she was like, the cooing sound the boy is making, if it's over there, they'll go for a test or something. So I should give it a try. I said no. Then we noticed when you call him, he doesn't respond. At that time, we had not heard what autism was. I had not even read about it before. So calling a child and not responding is normal with kids growing. I taught in the crèche. When they come to school, you call them, they don't mind you, but gradually they learn to accept their names.
That's right.
So that was okay, well, but you should give it a try. Go to the hospital. So they gave us advice to go and see the ENT specialist. We had to go and see the best of the best. Started in Takrady here. They transferred us to Accra because when they tested here, he was okay, you know. You are saying the person cannot hear, but the moment he hears his favorite rhyme, he turns to it.
Okay.
So what is wrong with the child? There's nothing wrong. We went, where I went to, they said, is it Haas, hearing something, the biggest place in Accra. He was a baby. So they can't do that test on him because he needed to be sedated. Then they directed me to Korle Bu. When I went, they gave him the anesthesia and then they did the test. When they finished, I was like, he's fine. Why worry? And I told them he's not speaking. So since he's not speaking and then giving prompt responses to his name and other instructions, That was why I was directed to come there. And said then we should go to Cape Coast. Since I live in Takoradi, they have a speech therapist in Taberton. So we should go there and then they will assess and see what the problem is. So we came to Taberton. When we got there, the speech therapist told me they can't just start assessing him unless a pediatrician assesses him and then gives a proper diagnosis of whatever the problem might be. I was like, what are you talking about? My child is not sick. There's nothing wrong. So what problem could be? And she said, we should just go. When they are done with that, then we would know where to proceed from and what to do.
Just hold it there. Let's take a short commercial break. It's getting very interesting. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back. Welcome back from the short commercial break. Let's go back to Mr. and Mrs. Gansa and listen to this intriguing story. Mrs. Gansa, please continue.
Okay. So from Korle Bu, we came to Cape Coast in Taberton to see a speech therapist. When we got to her, she said, until we know what is actually wrong, we need to see a pediatrician. And I was like, there's nothing wrong with my baby. She said, we have to know because it's per the assessment that she will know how best she has to go about the therapy. We were scheduled to go and see the pediatrician. We got there. So in the waiting room, I sat there and a nurse came up to me. And she said, whatever they tell you, give thanks to God. Everything will be fine. I was thinking about it, I was like, I'm not sick, or the boy is not sick. We are just coming to have an assessment. She said, no. When you go, whatever they say, give thanks to God. I said, okay, thank you. We got in. I noticed that anything that they are asking is per what you are saying that they will use to assess the child. So I was frank with them, told them everything that was happening. And then they did the assessment and they said he's on the autism spectrum. We came out, I was asking the therapist, what is that? Because I've not heard about it before. And she said, oh, it's something that affects children. The signs and symptoms are delayed speech, their behavior and all that. So I called my husband and I said, they are saying something. I don't know what they are talking about, but we would have to look into it. So Cape Coast, we would have to be going for therapy every other 2 weeks, 6 weeks, or every other week. And it was becoming tedious. He's a child, you travel, and sometimes he's not even ready for anybody to have anything to do with him. We'll get there and then we have wasted money and our time. And I was not living in town at that time. I was at a different station. I'll have to travel in, pick him with the father who will go and come. It was becoming too stressful for us. At a point, the therapist made us go for further assessments in Accra at Missions Pediatrics with the neuro doctor, Dr. Marble. And then they put him on the spectrum. They said he's on the autism spectrum. They have levels, so wherever his level was, they did assessments and then they put him there. It's an interesting journey anyway because autism is not child's play. It's not a disease actually. It's something that affects the brain or it affects the behavior of the child. Some people on the spectrum can speak, others can't. Is it fortunately or unfortunately? My boy is not speaking. But I can say from the day one of the diagnosis till now, by the grace of God, we are good. He's going on and we are fine.
Very interesting. Mr. Gansa, of course, this is a difficult thing for a man. I don't know how you took the story from day one and how you've managed the family throughout the whole process.
Well, okay. So when the diagnosis was given, I went into a very deep depression, honestly. I blamed myself. I questioned myself. I was sad because before that happened, when I was starting to have children, I had this whole dream of being a father, me and my children playing football, running about, doing all this. And then now you find out that there's a big possibility that your child may never speak. He may never play the way he's supposed to play. His life is going to be most likely very interdependent on you and your wife for the rest of his natural life, and even when you are gone. So I was heartbroken. I went into depression, like I said, and as I mentioned earlier, this is why for me, I believe that you go into a partnership with someone that mirrors you, understands you, and is there for you, not just for themselves. Because before his diagnosis, my wife was not doing well. She was not holding that information well because she was in denial, saying that there's nothing wrong with my child and refusing to, confront the situation. And I was there. I was present. I was understanding of what was happening. But when the actual diagnosis came, then I went off. I flipped off. My depression took over. Denial took over for me. And at that point, she took over. She was the strength of the family. She managed everything. Like sometimes it got to the point where I couldn't touch my own child because whenever I see him, I feel like I have failed my child. And throughout all that time, she never fought with me, never made me feel bad. She knew what I was going through because she knows that deep down, I love her, I love my children, and it's just a phase that I'm going through and I will snap out of it. And she did hold it down until I snapped out of it. And when I did, I also came back to full support, and then the two of us back to back were doing it. But it's not easy. It's not been easy, and if we didn't have the kind of laughter we have for each other, it would have broken us because this is a child that needs 24-hour care. Someone has to be there for him all the time. We still have to bathe him. Even though he's 9, we have to bathe him. We have to do a lot of things for him. So we don't say things like, you are the man, do this. You are the woman, do this. No. If he needs to have a bath and I'm the one who's there, I give him his bath. If she's there, she gives him his bath. If he needs to be taken somewhere, he needs to be put to bed, he needs to be fed, we do it. I know that if I have to do it all day, it's not because my wife is being lazy, it's not because she doesn't want to help, it's because she's unable. So we don't count, we don't measure, we don't say, I did it today, you do it tomorrow. No. Whoever is there, whoever is able, we do it and we move.
I mean, this is perfectly what I call teamwork. When she was weak, you came in strong. When you were weak, she came in strong. And that is how it's supposed to be managing problems, which you have demonstrated so excellently. Even though this is a very difficult problem, I think you've made it quite simple and you are managing it as such, because this is a problem that has broken a lot of homes, but it's keeping you stronger together and you are moving forward. Please, what message do you have for especially parents or couples who have children with this disorder? And then also not only the parents, but other relatives and friends. I don't know your experience, but what is your core message to people in that situation?
Let me start.
Yeah.
Ask for help when you need it, because it's very important. At one point or the other, either financial, emotional, or physical, you need help. So do ask for help.
Don't be shy about it.
No, not at all. You shouldn't think about what the community or what the world has to say.
Exactly.
You need it. So ask for
it.
If
and
you
there are
get
good people out there who would help.
who are ready to help you. So if you need help, ask for help.
Mr. Gansa, I don't know what you also have to add.
Okay. Well, I'll start with the couple. And this has been our approach. Whenever there is a problem in a marriage, the problem is not the man, the problem is not the woman, the problem is the issue.
Correct.
Right now, the issue is that we have a child that needs help, needs our care. It's not Mercy's fault, it's not my fault. So we put that to the side and we figure it out that what do we do as a couple
Correct.
to make sure, first of all, our child's welfare is taken care of. And whilst we are doing that, how do we not lose ourselves? How do we not lose our marriage? So that is where I would advise that as a couple, don't start with blaming people. Don't say, you did this, you did that, you are not doing this. Don't let's start from there. Where is the problem? The problem is that our child needs help. Seek the help, like Mercy said. There are a lot of people, they want to help you, but they don't even know if you're going to feel insulted, you're going to feel embarrassed, because not everybody appreciates people kind of giving them things they have not asked for.
Yeah.
There are many people who would be willing and able to do a lot of things for you. But if you have not asked, they are not God, they are not magicians, they can't know into your head. The second thing you ask, which is family, is that for us, we have been very blessed with good family and friends around us. Every single chance that I get, I will say, Mercy's family, my family, our friends. They if I'm saying it, they love our child way more than we love our child.
Oh, wow.
If we go out and we don't bring him, sometimes they will ask us to go back and go and bring him. If we are going for a party and we don't go with Raphael, that's his name, nobody even wants to see Ramsey, quote unquote. Not that they don't care about him, but they know Ramsey is fine. Ramsey doesn't need the attention that Raphael needs. So that gives you the courage as a parent to know that, okay, Kojo said he's having a birthday party and he knows that I'll be coming to Raphael. And so he's expecting, because if Raphael comes there, the whole party is basically going to be about him, but they are okay with it knowing that that is your child.
That's right.
So find the family and the friends that will support you. This journey is very lonely, even with everybody around you.
Yeah.
Because no matter how much help people give you financially, emotionally, physically, when you go to bed at night, it's you and your dreams and your fears and your problems.
That's right.
So don't deepen that wound by surrounding yourself with people who don't care about you, who are not interested in the welfare of your child. Even if it is your own father, your own mother, if you have to leave them, do it, because at the end of the day, your child needs you alive, your child needs you sane. And already the issue is driving you insane. So don't compound it. We have been very lucky.
And very deliberate as well. Very deliberate. And I want to conclude with this, the statement you made. Autism is not a sickness or a disease. It's just a behavior.
It's a behavioral disorder.
A behavioral disorder. Please, let's go a bit into that. And so that society will understand, because I've heard a lot of people who say that it's a curse, it's a spiritual word. I mean, people give it all sorts of interpretation. But I love what you said. It's just a behavioral disorder. It is even not a sickness.
So the first thing is that autism, since it's not a sickness, you have to understand it cannot be cured. You can only cure a sickness, but you manage a disorder. Like Mercy said, some of them are able to blend in, are able to live quote unquote normal lives. If you are lucky with that, that's good for you.
Right.
But some are on the extreme ends of the spectrum and you cannot cure it. You can help them, you can understand them, you can love them. And when it comes to society, even though a lot of blame goes to society, if you, the parent, you, the first love of the child, you are not proud of your child, you don't bring your child out, you don't talk about your child, you don't explain what they are dealing with to other people, they cannot understand you. And so if you're a parent with a special needs child, you are your child's biggest advocate. You are the one who's going to make the world safe for your child by telling everybody so that they make space for your child, so that they accommodate your child. Because if nobody knows that your child needs support, you cannot give it.
True.
So be your own child's advocate. Let people know. There are many people who used to think that malaria was caused by witchcraft.
Yeah.
Because when you get it, you have a fever, you become delirious, sometimes you speak rubbish language.
That's true.
But when we figured out that it was just malaria, we took the spirit out of it and dealt with it the way science is supposed to be used to deal with it. It's the same thing with autism. If you go to a village with your child and you sit there with them for 2 hours and explain to them why your child behaves this way and let them know the difference between someone being possessed by an evil spirit and someone having a brain function that is not normal and that makes him behave a certain way, when you go, they will think about the two of them and they will know the difference. And the next time when they see your child, they'll say, oh, that is Kojo's son. He told us last week that he's autistic, so let's not be upset with him.
Right.
Let's help him. That's how you take care of your children. You don't hide them in the room. You don't get upset when people ask you about them or talk about them. So that is it.
In fact, a lot more education needs to be done, because I love this. And now there are a lot more of these cases, and society needs to understand this behavioral change and include them. The word is inclusion, especially in academic circles. Inclusion, so that we can understand them and relate with them accordingly. Mercy, you have the last word.
Okay, so on autism, we said it's not a disease, it's a behavior. We need to help manage it.
Correct.
It's not everything that a child can eat. So first thing, get a diagnosis, get the assessment, and then you'll be educated. Or you, the parents as well, learn. There are lots of things out there that you can learn to help your child. There are therapies that you have to go through, but unfortunately, it's not that cheap. Yes, and then this condition also sometimes comes with other problems. But when it happens, go to the right people. They will attend to you and then you move on from there. Let's not, I told you, I believe in God.
Right.
I have hope in Him that things will work out at the right time. But let's not leave everything that we are going to church. The pastor will use some oils and some water to help heal. They can be healed. But let's do the right thing.
Let's do the right thing. I don't know what problem is in your marriage. If Mr. and Mrs. Gansa are working this out, you can also work your own out. Stay tuned. Next edition will be coming.
It matters of the heart.